Good evening, everyone. We want to thank you for joining us on this Tuesday evening. We're excited about the information and program that Mark and I are talking about that we've been leveraging now for just going on 2 weeks now. And it's been a tremendous amount of momentum that is occurring with this once people see the results. One of my favorite sayings is, I could show you better than I could tell you. So, when you can put, money into an opportunity, a project, and have it turn over the way we see with this particular opportunity, and knowing what can happen, 30 days, 60 days down the line, it gets very exciting. So we want to thank you for joining us. You want to reach out to the person who invited you, and you want to thank them as well, because some people are gatekeepers. They'll make this type of opportunity, others like it. Sometimes you can just sit in there and make your money and not tell anyone. So if they took the time to call you and to reach out to you, you want to pay careful attention. You want to grab something that you can take copious notes with. You want to write your questions down. You want to write out key phrases or statements that capture your ear, because if they capture your ear and your attention, they may capture someone else's as well. So the note takers, as we know, are money makers. So get in a quiet place, get focused, get locked in. The gentleman who's going to be presenting today is a good friend and brother. He has tremendous amount of experience in this space and very talented when it comes to presenting information, being able to break it down, update it behind the scenes when most people are asleep. He's up working in the wee hours of the morning or the late hours at night. So we never want to take that for granted, because our job is easy. All we have to do is invite people. So I want to thank each and every one of you talented leaders and valuable members of this community for joining us. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So Mark, with all that being said, I'm going to yield it back over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc, for the warm introduction. And again, I'd like to welcome everyone to the call. I'd like to welcome you to One Trade, ladies and gentlemen. This is the next level of arbitrage technology for wealth building. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, now this presentation is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. Digital assets and decentralized finance involves risks, including market volatility, smart contract risks, liquidity risks, regulatory uncertainty, and potential loss of capital. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and participants should do their own research and consult a qualified financial professional before making financial decisions. Nothing presented here guarantees incomes or returns. All right, so I'd like to start with a question just to find out how much you know about our topic tonight. What is arbitrage as it relates to digital assets? So, arbitrage in digital assets means buying a crypto asset in one place at a lower price and selling it somewhere else at a higher price to profit from the price difference. Here's a good example. Bitcoin may be priced at exchange A at $67,000, but in exchange B is $67,050. An arbitrage trader could buy Bitcoin on exchange A and sell it on exchange B, aiming to capture the $50 difference before the price equalizes. In digital assets, arbitrage can happen because prices may vary across exchanges. And see, the exchanges are not regulated, ladies and gentlemen, and there are so many of them, so that creates an opportunity for you and I. My next question is, what is high-frequency trading? High-frequency trading is a type of trading that uses powerful computers, algorithms, and automation to place many trades very quickly, sometimes in fractions of a second. Here's a simple example. High-frequency trading is automated trading at extreme speed. Instead of a person sitting at a computer manually clicking buy and sell, a computer program is designed to scan the market, identify small opportunities, and execute trades automatically. So the company that makes this possible is called the Arb Group, ladies and gentlemen. They are located in Australia, and this is not a startup. They've been around for quite a while. In fact, they released an arbitrage project a while back, but the problem was the exchange they were using, froze the account, and they didn't really understand what the company was doing. So in response to that, the company created phase two after they purchased their own exchanges, ladies and gentlemen. So now nothing can stop us, and we fall under the name of One Trade, which is founded in the Comoros Islands, ladies and gentlemen. It has all of the licenses relating to cryptocurrency trading and also international brokerage licenses as well. And all those things are are readily available on their website. You'll be able to read them and verify them as well. All right. So OneTrade has opened crypto arbitrage and made it available to everyone, ladies and gentlemen, because of this amazing technology you are about to see. So what makes this so unique is that, first of all, it's automated, it's transparent, and it is logical. So every transaction can be verified on the blockchain, so you know that this is absolutely real arbitrage trading taking place, ladies and gentlemen. And also, there are no hidden fees. For example, there is no sign-up fee, no monthly fees, no deposit fees, and no withdrawal fees. And this trades 7 days a week, ladies and gentlemen. There is no recruiting required. You simply register and fund your account with a minimum of $100, and there is no maximum. And because this is blockchain, everything is transparent to everyone. So it's very easy for people to verify that these are real trades that are taking place. You'll be able to do that in your back office as well. I want to talk with you about something that's very exciting about this project. From $1 to $2, the power of 200%. The foundation of this project is the ability for you and I to earn 200% gains. We're going to break down for you. And as you can see on the screen, on one particular day, we did about 3%. Now, I do want to mention to you that past performance is not a guarantee of future results, but you will see when you're inside of this platform that we do quite well. Now, I want to talk with you about a concept called standard arbitrage. This explains how the money works. 50% of the net profit from the arbitrage trading is credited to the client's account. So that 3%, that was our 3%, by the way. The remaining 50% is allocated to cover operating expenses and the marketing program. So I want to explain to you two different strategies on how you can interface with this amazing technology. The first one is for daily cash flow without you ever talking to anyone, ladies and gentlemen, because the foundation of this program is the ability for you to earn 200% on your deposits. What does that mean? You don't refer anyone, and let's say that you deposited $1,000 in this account and the return that day was 2%. That means you would earn $20 and you would earn that for 100 days for a total of $2,000, meaning your money has doubled. And of course, if the daily return is higher, of course, that's even more money and a shorter time span. And again, I want to emphasize that past results do not guarantee future results. All markets involve risk and only deposit what you can afford to lose. So that is strategy number one for the individual who doesn't want to talk to anyone. And what's so unique about this, that is a contract that you have, which is going to ensure that you get that 200%. But here's the thing, once you get it, guess what? You can do it again. You can deposit 1,000 and boom, and double it again. Or, ladies and gentlemen, you can do this. This is strategy number two. You might decide that you want to build up your deposit in order to increase your daily cash flow. You can do that by turning on the auto compound button. This will grow your deposit so that you can increase your daily payout. And to double your account doing compounding, it only takes 35 days at a 2% return. And you can see, of course, if the return is higher, then it's going to take less time. So I want you to think about daily cash flow when you think about this program, ladies and gentlemen. And so you say, okay, well, I put 1,000 in, I'm earning, $20 a day, and I'm going to get 2,000. I'm going to double my money. But suppose I put 2,000 in, all right? Or if I turn the auto compound on and I let it accumulate to get to 2,000. All right, so that's what this strategy is about. It's about allowing that deposit to grow so that what? You can have a higher daily payout. So this is an example. If you did that and you had 2,000 in that account, now you're looking at $40 a day for 100 days. And if the rate of return is higher, of course, the amount is going to increase as well. So very, very powerful. But what I want to do right now, I want to move to an Excel calculator just to reinforce what I just shared with you. Stand by while I share my screen here. All right. So again, you see in this example that the starting principal is $1,000, and the rate, which varies, by the way, we'll talk about that. It's not a guaranteed rate. It's going to go up and down, but we found that 2% is a really good average. And so you can see that you start at 1,000 with 2%, and of course, it's going to gain you $2,000. So that's $20 a day. For 100 days, it's going to pay out to you. But if you want to increase that amount, you can simply turn the auto compound feature on. That means that your account will double in 35 days. So instead of you having $1,000 as the principal, you now have got $2,000 as the principal. And that means that it's going to double to $4,000. Just want to give you an example here. All right. And so now your daily is up to, all right. Now, one of the things that people have learned in this platform is that if you want to make real money, you need to start with real numbers. Now, of course, everybody's in different situations, ladies and gentlemen, and we understand that. A lot of times you have to start where you start. But one of the things you want to do is you want to be able to redeem the time. And Doc, what's your thoughts concerning that?
100%. Again, it just depends on the individual. Some people are conservative, some people are more aggressive. I tend to want to have a bigger daily payout. So this example where you can increase that from $20 daily earnings just by waiting a month or a few days over a month to $40 in daily earnings. And again, that's 7 days a week. Even if you decide to stop right there, but if you decide to go on, you can increase it much higher. But Mark, I think about it this way: where can you go and park your money and have it doubled just by leaving it in there, for 30 plus days? There's not many places you can do that.
Absolutely. And we'll talk about this some more, especially during our trainings. Now, let me go back to my PowerPoint because I have a few more things that I want to share with everyone. Stand by. And so when it comes to the arbitrage spread, ladies and gentlemen, it can vary. It can be as low as 0.6%, and it can be as high as 4 or 5%, ladies and gentlemen. And that means your monthly gain, it could be in the area of 35% or more. Extremely powerful. Of course, in order for a person to get involved, the minimum deposit is $100 and the minimum withdrawal is $10. All withdrawals are instant. They'll be in your wallet within minutes. So it's very, very powerful. Now, I'm not finished, ladies and gentlemen, but in terms of you generating income without talking to anybody, listen, we just explained it to you. It is that powerful and it is absolutely real. What you're going to want to do is reach out to the person who invited you here. They will answer any questions that you have. And we also have a tutorial video, get started video. They'll provide you with their link. You watch that video and you can get yourself registered. Now, if you're a person who don't mind sharing good news with others, I want to take a few moments to explain to you this amazing affiliate reward program. And I want to do that right now. So if you need to leave right now, you feel free to do so. But if you want to see this next part, hang in there with us. Let's get right to it. So our amazing affiliate reward program starts with 5% rewards when you refer someone and they deposit into the system. Now, this reward comes from the company out of their share of the money. And so you can actually do very well sharing this with others. And this 5% reward is paid every time someone you personally refer makes a deposit into the system. This 5% reward is also paid out instantly and withdrawable instantly once it happens. In addition to that, once you begin to build a team, you can qualify to receive 3% of the earnings of your entire team, also paid out every single day in real time. Now, based on your rank, it's going to determine how far into your community you'll be able to qualify to receive that. Let's take a look at the chart. You can see here, bronze. In order to become a bronze, you need to deposit at least $500 in your account. Now, by the way, I need to specify something. To earn the 5%, you just need to have an active account with $100 or more. But to earn this 3%, you need to have at least $500 or more in your account. And there's some other bonuses also. You need to have at least $500 or more in your account. So if you want to maximize this, You want to get your account up to $500 or more. Now, when your team volume is $1,000 and you have two personals, you now become a bronze and you're qualified to receive that 3% reward down 3 levels. When your personal account is up to $1,000 and you have $2,000 in team network volume, now you've had three personal referrals as well. Now you're qualified to receive that 3% going down 6 levels. And you can see as you grow and your community grows, then you're able to tap deeper into the community all the way up to 33 levels. So this numbers and this money can absolutely be phenomenal. I'm going to kind of show you, give you a little sneak peek of that in just a few moments. All right, now the next part of the reward program is the cashback bonuses, ladies and gentlemen. When your group volume reaches $5,000 or more and you have two personals, you receive a $100 cashback bonus, which is paid instantly to your account. And when your group volume reaches 15,000, and you have three personals, you receive a $300 bonus. Now, these bonuses pay out well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. It's very powerful. We get into all those details during our compensation training. All right. What I want to do right now is log into the back office and show you a few things that I have just talked to you about. So stand by. I'm going to do that. All right, so what we're doing here is we're looking at an account that has $10,000 in that account. One of the things I want you to see is that this account has already earned $125 thus far today, and that's over 1.21%. And this will continue to trade late into the night, 11 p.m., late into the night. And so this account, as you can see, will highly likely achieve 2% or more this day. All right. And there is no limit to the amount of money that you can put in this account. Now, if you're thinking about that system that I just showed you, $10,000 at 2%, you can do the math. That's over $200 a day, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, the next thing I want to show you is I want to come down here for a moment and we want to talk about the rewards, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is the partner rewards. Now, the partner rewards is that 5% that you receive when you share this with others and whenever they deposit into an account. And so Doc mentioned to you that we've been only doing this for 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to see this account right here. It has already earned over $3,800 just from the 5% rewards. It really accumulates. And you can see today alone, it's earned $135 just from the 5% rewards. That's not including the money that is making every day from the arbitrage trading. You got to put that on top of this. But then when you go further, as you begin to share this and the community begins to build, then you've got that 3% reward. And you can see this account has already earned $94 in 3% rewards. And this account is averaging about $150 a day in 3% rewards. And when you come down here, you begin to notice that if you're a builder, that your community begins to build out relatively fast. And so you can see the first 3 levels right here. And if I scroll down, you'll see there's quite a few people here on the first 3 levels, and it's only been 2 weeks. But that's the first 3 levels. Then you go to the fourth and the sixth level. And you see all these folks. There's 3 or 4 times more people in this part of the program. Can you see that? And as it continues to grow out and you qualify for the various levels, you'll have people on other levels as well. And so the numbers begin to become explosive. And I don't know if you can see, what I just showed you, ladies and gentlemen, but those numbers are explosive. What's your thoughts about that, Doc?
Bro, again, just excited, thinking it's only been 2 weeks, and to be able to do those numbers already, just projecting on, what that could look like 30 days, even 60 days from now is incredible. And, I always like to encourage people who are listening, because most people think they're not builders, and really it becomes self-fulfilling prophecy, but if you could just, put in your mind, who do I know that would like an opportunity like this where they can park 100, 200, 500, $1,000 in an opportunity and have it double in a short period of time, and it's liquid daily. And if they continue to share that with, just one person sharing it with another person, and that person sharing it with another person, before you know it, you have numbers like that, and then you're encouraged to even share it more, because you'll see that not only does it help you, but it helps those who are looking for opportunities to be able to level up. Especially with AI and technology taking so many jobs away, and everything is moving into more of a digital space. You could put yourself in a position right now just by inviting people to a webinar like you're attending today. Just a simple invitation, and we do these 2 or 3 times a week. Not only will your money be able to grow, but their money will be able to grow. They'll be happy, and the startup is so low. So Mark, to see those numbers in the first 2 weeks, knowing that we do several calls, and even on the days that we don't do calls, we have our people sharing it with their people, and they're doing well, and it encouraged them. This thing is picking up momentum like we haven't seen in a long time, and because it's so simple, because it's so easy to sign people up, we can send out a 5-minute video, and you can literally walk people through it just by watching the video that you put together. So just an amazing opportunity.
And just a couple more things I wanted to show you, and I apologize. They said there was some background noise. I didn't have my headphones on. That really cuts out a lot of the noise. But any event, I wanted to show you here. These are the live trades, ladies and gentlemen, and these are some of the exchanges that the trades are taking place. And so at any time you can click on this, it will take you right to the exchange where you can see the trade. All right, this was USDT to Bitcoin, and you can see the buys and you can also see the sells. So everything is transparent right here in real time. You can verify it, on your own. But this is real trading, ladies and gentlemen, and there is no doubt about it. That's taking a little time to load up, but that's fine. The last thing I want to show you, and we're just about finished, I want to show you the process to make a deposit and to fund this account. Of course, you're going to get the referral link of the person who invited you. Once you get inside, you're going to click deposit. You're going to agree to the agreement, and you notice here there's a drop down. You want to click on that, and you will notice that you can fund this with USDT, and you have several different types. They just recently added Tron, TRC20, USDT, USDT Ethereum, USDT Binance, and USDT Binance Polygon. All right, and of course you've got the Ton coin as well. And so once you choose the crypto that you're going to fund it with, you will have a receive address down at the bottom. You copy that, and then you simply send the crypto to that, and it'll be in your account in about 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes based on where you're sending it from, it can be a little longer. Some exchanges are a little slow in sending the money out. So that depends on the exchange that you are using. But that's what I wanted to show you, a little sneak peek. Of course, we do trainings and we get into the back office in details. Our trainings are normally held on Saturdays. All right,
Hey,
let me
Mark,
get back.
real quickly, before I don't mean to interrupt you. Can you also share your screen and show the cashback
Yes, okay.
rewards?
All right. Great. So the cashback rewards, when you come down and you go down to network program, ladies and gentlemen, you will notice across the top, and you might have a drop down if you're using your phone. You will notice structure, then you notice rank. All right, so you have these ranks which qualify you to tap into those various levels, right? So you can see bronze, we talked about that, $500 in your account, 2 referrals, and $1,000 in team volume. That's bronze. That opens up levels 1, 2, 3. And you can see the levels, they just keep on increasing based on where you are. You can see this account is a diamond because it has 10,000 in the account, 25,000, over 25,000 in team volume. In fact, you can see right here, here's the team volume, 117,000 in just 2 weeks, guys. And of course, this account has more than 6 personals. All right, you can see when you get up here to Royal, everyone likes this. This is what everybody's shooting for. You'll have 25,000 in your account. You'll have 7 personals and 50,000 in team volume. I want you to see here. Your daily income, your maximum daily income is $6,000 a day, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't stop there. It continues to go up. You can see, look at this. I just want to go down a little bit. 7,000 a day, $8,000 a day. You can see 9,000, 10,000, and then $11,000 a day. All right. So very, very powerful. All right. So when you go to the cashback will take you over here. And the cashback has to do with you reaching certain levels. And so it's a little challenge to show you this because it's kind of like in a tight window. But you can see once you have two personals and $1,000 in volume, that's $100 cashback. All right. You go down some more and you can see right here. Once you have 15 in volume, and it's kind of hard to get in here. Three personal directs, it's a $300 cashback, and it just keeps going from there. And the cashbacks, they can pay up to thousands and thousands of dollars. Just to give you an idea of how powerful this is, and as the community grows, the numbers naturally grow. So when you get involved in this platform, if you begin to share this, you actually have already won. It's just a matter of time. And that's what compounding is all about. We are leveraging uh, time to get to that next level. So we've got technology, time, and compounding working in our behalf. This is something that we have never had before. What are your thoughts on that, Doc?
Excellent. That's one of the reasons why I wanted you to come here, because everybody can go in their back, get familiar with their back office, and go over to that cashback tab. Because I had cashback, and I didn't even know that I had cashback because I didn't even know where the tab was, because again, we're so new to this platform. So you might want to check that, and then look at the numbers that you would need to get to in order to get your cashback. And it's happening to our pleasure organically. People see this, they relate to it. If you do a little research on arbitrage, it's one of the most powerful opportunities that you can join in this space. And then when we do a training and we start to give because the question comes up, Mark, well, how are they able to sustain this? That's why I'm excited about the next training that we put together, because we're going to be able to show you why they're able to sustain this. Very powerful. And one quick way of doing that is understanding that they pay you double, and then you have to re-enter, and then they also put a cap on what you can make to make this sustainable for longevity. And so it benefits the community, it benefits the people who have put this together. Uh, Again, very, very excited about what the potential that we have with this particular opportunity and what we can do with it by just opening our mouths and giving people the opportunity to say yes or no. And most people, listen, you guys, if you get them on a call, if you send out one of the playbacks of this call, most people, I haven't met a person who has actually told me no. Not one person yet since we started over going on 2 weeks now. So it's just a matter of you sharing the information and giving people a chance to choose. Don't be gatekeepers. Don't hold the information back. Don't be afraid if someone decides not to do it. It's not for them, but just at least give them first rights of acceptance or first rights of refusal. And you'll be surprised at what it can do for you and for them.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Doc. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen, that concludes our overview. What you want to do is reach out to the person who invited you on the call. They're answering any questions that were not covered during this overview. They'll provide their link. You can go to getstartedvideo.com. That will instruct you. That's a tutorial that shows you how to register. Once you get registered, contact your inviter. Let them know that you've registered so you can get involved in our support groups that we have to help you along the way. And so now our schedule is every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and also 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have a call on Saturdays at 12 p.m. as well. You can simply go to winlikethebanks.net and that will take you right to our Zoom.